Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Steph. I'm a UK mid-size content creator. I'm a size 16, I'm 5'5", I'm 38, and I've got a little bit of a shopping problem. Now, one of the things I get asked a lot is, do I keep everything that I show? And the honest answer is I probably keep more than I should. I have always been a shopper. I love to shop. I love to spend my money and I love to buy nice things. So I thought I would take the opportunity to show you what is actually new in my wardrobe, and of some of the things that I've shown you over the past couple of months, what I actually decided to keep. So let me share with you what is new in my wardrobe. I'm going to start with this white dress, which is from Two at Sainsbury's. And when I showed it on this channel, I also share this on my TikTok and Instagram. Little shameless plug there to follow me there if you're not already. But everyone kind of went crazy for it. Everyone absolutely loved it. And I agree. I absolutely love this dress. It's a stunning dress. So I had to keep it. This dress is £30, but I have to admit it's one of those dresses that I just feel looks way more expensive than what it actually is. I think Two at Sainsbury's, I think F&F, I think they do some of the best clothes out on the high street. I love an excuse of when I'm doing my food shopping and to go have a little browse at the clothes. I think some of their pieces are stunning. I also very much appreciate it when there's 25% off or 20% off. So didn't pick this one up when it was 20% off in Sainsbury's, but I feel like if I'd waited for that time, it just would have sold out. So very happy to have picked this up. Haven't yet had the opportunity to wear her. It is going to be incredibly hot in the UK over the next couple of weeks. So I think this is a really good dress to wear to my office because it's quite cool to wear. It's lined, so it's not see-through. And white's just a good colour to wear right to the office. So yeah, I think this might be a new office staple. So next up we have this dress. This dress is rather new into my wardrobe. This dress is from River Island, and again, when I shared this on my socials, a lot of people went crazy for it, and I can absolutely understand why. I love the colour of this. It's almost a mix between like a dark brown and a dark purple. I just absolutely love this colour. It is very flattering on and it is very roomy. It's also quite a nice breathable cotton material, so it's great for the summer. It has adjustable ties, which means that you can really kind of cinch in the waist. I have styled this a little bit more like boho with like a very chunky chain, like a charm chain necklace. Charm chain? Charm necklace? I don't know. I think you know what I'm talking about anyway. I'll show it in the video, but I've absolutely loved styling and wearing this. This dress is from River Island. It's £56 and I'm wearing a size 16, although I would say because the ties are adjustable, it's very roomy. So it's nice if you want a dress that's going to be a little bit more oversized and definitely getting one that's going to keep you cool. But I would also say that if you are in between sizes, maybe like just size down, because the ties are adjustable, you can really kind of adjust it to your body, which I really love. This also comes in other colors. I want to say this comes in a leopard and I think maybe like a creamy kind of color. I obviously love this color. We all know I'm an autumn. That's my color season. This is very much an autumn color. They do also do a top variety, which I may or may not be showing you next. And would you look at that? I also have it in the top. That is because I love it so much. And I'm one of those people that if I love something, I'm going to buy it in multiple different variations, whether that's color variation or whether that's just like a different garment variation. So obviously I have it in the dress. I loved it so much that I wanted to get it in the top. The top is 36. It's also from River Island. I've also got it in a size 16. We also have those adjustable ties. I have to say, and I didn't think I'd say this was definitely not on my 2025 bingo card, but I'm loving River Island at the moment. Like whatever they're doing, keep doing it. Whatever your buying team are doing, whatever your design team are doing, just keep doing it. I am absolutely loving River Island, and I did not think that that is something that I would be saying this year, but I just think that they've got some fab pieces. Obviously, I'm really loving the reintroduction of peplum tops back into wardrobes and back into fashion. I do remember wearing them the first time, but I just love that kind of style for me. I think it's incredibly flattering. As somebody who is probably more conscious of their stomach area, I just think the tops work really well for me. And because I love the dress so much, I knew I'd also love it in the top variety. This is a great top to wear for work, I find, because this looks great with kind of linen trousers, but it also looks fab as well with jeans. So you can really kind of dress this top up or dress this top down. Because it's a bit more of a higher neck, I think this is perfect for work. It's absolutely work appropriate for me. And it's also quite cool to wear because of the fact you've got quite deep cuts in the arms. So it's not a top that's going to kind of make you feel even more hot and sticky in the British summer. It's definitely a top that's going to keep you cool, and that is why I had to get it. Okay, got another item from River Island. Honestly, when I said I didn't think that I would say that they're one of my favourite brands for this year, I'm shocked, because River Island's just never really been a shop that I've shopped in too much. I think I've mentioned this before, but I've been on a bit of a weight loss journey since last year. I've dropped from a rather large size 18 to probably now between a 14 and a 16. And it has kind of completely changed my approach to shopping. Beforehand, I would very much just buy things that definitely I liked, but also just fitted and I felt were flattering. Now I'm a lot more confident in how I look. It's actually kind of amazing how much I'm getting to just shop for what I genuinely like, as opposed to, okay, what's going to fit and what's going to be flattering. So anyway, very much enjoying this new shopping experience, although my bank balance definitely isn't. But back to this skirt, it was love at first sight. I love this kind of pattern. I love the check. I love the fact that it definitely looks to me more expensive than £49 from River Island. It's got an elasticated waist at the back, so it's very kind of comfortable to wear. I would probably style this with white, and I would absolutely want to wear this if I was going to Wimbledon this year. Unfortunately, I'm not going to Wimbledon this year, although if anyone's got a +1, I would absolutely love to go to Wimbledon this year. And I just think this white top, little wicker bag, like that is the quintessential Wimbledon outfit for me. And obviously white because it's Wimbledon, and you know, not quite a nod to strawberries and cream, but definitely a nod to the green of the court and the white of obviously like the colour scheme at Wimbledon and the dress code. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I love a midi. I just think this is incredibly flattering to wear. It does have pockets, and I think it's just one of those skirts that will take you from summer but also into autumn as well, because you can absolutely layer this up. Because of the length, you could pair this over longer boots, add a bit of a chunky neck jumper, and yeah, you're good to go. So absolutely cannot wait to wear this. Okay, I have another pair of these M&S wide leg crop jeans because I am obsessed. I already have them in beige. I also had them in blue denim, and now I also have them in white. I choose to get them in a 16 long. I just think the long length is just for me a little bit better. I prefer it to sit just kind of like above the ankle for me. I just think that's the most flattering personally for me, for my shape and my size. I actually picked all of these up in store, although I think obviously now you can order online, so hopefully you'll be able to get these online. But I just absolutely love them. I think they're an absolute staple. I think they're incredibly flattering on. They're incredibly comfy on. And I just find that I'm constantly turning to these when I'm wanting to go for a pair of jeans, and I love the cropped. I just think it makes it look a little bit different from, say, like a straight leg or a skinny leg or a mum jean shape. I think the wide leg crop is like such an underrated shape of jean, but one that I think is personally universally flattering. So yeah, I had to pick up another pair, and I'm still on the hunt for the light blue ones in a 16 long. Unfortunately, they are sold out online and my local store doesn't seem to have them, but that's the kind of final ones that I want. I would love to see these in like some darker colours for winter or autumn. I'd love to see them in either like a grey or like a black. They do red. Red just for me is not a colour that I want to wear in a jean. I just don't think I'd get a lot of use out of that kind of colour, but if you do, there's red to buy as well. And then sticking with trousers, we've also got my favourite new look Adelaide jeans in the leopard. I originally had these in a size 18. They became too big, so I sold them on Vinted, and I managed to find exactly the same pair of jeans, but in a size 16 for less than what I sold my size 18 jeans for. So absolute bargain. Very happy to have these back in my wardrobe. I won't lie, because the 18s had just got too big. They just were starting to look quite ridiculous. These are very much a wide leg jean as well. So they're very kind of big anyway, but they were just looking a little bit too big because they were just almost practically falling down, which is obviously a really nice problem to have, but also just meant that I couldn't actually wear them. And I love to wear these jeans. So turn to my trusty Vinted, which actually is quite bad. I'm shopping quite a lot from Vinted at the moment. I mean, it's not bad. It's good for the economy, right? And it's good just to keep that kind of circular movement of fashion going, but it's not great for my bank balance. Although I do also sell a lot. So, you know, it kind of, I guess, balances it out. But yeah, absolutely loving going on Vinted at the moment and finding some absolute bargains. So yeah, these were one of them, my favourite leopard print jeans. But I also found this stunning dress on Vinted as well. This is a brand new dress from M&S. As you can see, it's still got the label in it. Originally, this was £39.50, and I did see it in store, maybe end of last summer, and They also did another colour, which was in the greeny kind of colour. And that was the one that I thought I liked more. But I did really like both. Anyway, sale came and I couldn't find them in the sale. And I didn't love them enough to pay full price for them. And also I probably would have then got a size 18 last year because that's the size that I was wearing. Anyway, come to go onto Vinted. And I'm loving the fact that right now Vinted very much knows what I like. So every time I go on, the feed is very much curated to my style, which is quite dangerous. But this popped up. I want to say I got this for £20 and I just cannot wait to wear this. This is such a light dress. This is a really nice kind of breathable cotton and it's just perfect for this kind of hot weather that we're having at the moment. Love the colours, love the pattern of this. This is very much a kind of me style dress. I love it. I love the kind of smocked top. It's smocked at the back, so it's very comfy to wear. And then it just kind of like falls at the bottom. I absolutely love this style. I live and die in these kind of style of dresses. So yeah, very happy with this little Vinted find, especially because it's something that I probably would have bought last year full price. And I actually probably would have bought in a size that no longer fits anymore. So yeah, very happy with this Vinted find. And then you know me, if I like it and they have multiple colours, I'm gonna get it. So I originally got this black top from 2 at Sainsbury's. This was £14. I actually got this in the size 18. It is a bit more of a kind of ribbed material, ribbed jersey material, but I think the 18 just sits quite nicely on my body. And anyway, I loved it so much in the black, I had to get it in the red. These tops I've worn so much already. I find that they go really well with jeans, they go really well with trousers. They're kind of smart enough to wear to the office, and because these buttons are decorative, it means that you're not going to get any kind of unfortunate gaping in between where people might be able to like peek at your bra or whatever. So really, really like these. These were, I think I've already said £14, which I just think is incredibly affordable. I would love to see other colours. I'd love to see a cream. I think they did do a cream, but I think it might be sold out. So there's only black and red left, but love it. Would love to see a khaki. Would love to see a navy. Would just love to at Sainsbury's to bring out like a whole entire rainbow of colours for these tops, because these are so useful. I've worn them lots, and at £14, I just think they're a complete bargain. And then the final item is this pair of Palazzo trousers. Now, if you saw my 2 at Sainsbury's video, you would have saw me wearing these in the blue with the little matching waistcoat. Well, the blue was the size 18 and it was just too big and the waistcoat just didn't really work. They went back, but I saw that these Palazzo trousers came in a size 16 regular in the brown colour. And I just think maybe brown's a little bit more wearable in my wardrobe. It obviously looks really good with that black top that I've just shared. It obviously just goes well with black anyway. It goes well with white. I have a lot of khaki, I have a lot of cream. I just think these are going to work really well in my wardrobe. They are a Palazzo trouser, so they're incredibly lightweight to wear, which is fab for this time of year. But actually, I think you could also take these into autumn as well and pair with a bit more of a chunky knit and a boot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to styling these kind of throughout. These are £22.50, which again, I just think is great value for money. Like, I love the value that you get from the supermarkets on the high street. So yeah. Very, very pleased with these. So that has been my what is new in my wardrobe video. I hope you've all enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let me know in the comments what your favourite item has been. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.